Can we get somebody for the void to give us a object?
A tennis bracelet.
And can we get somebody for the void to give us an adjective unrelated to that object?
Sweaty.
Thorny.
A what?
I said thorny, and I think Brian said sweaty.
A sweaty, thorny tennis bracelet.
Sitting in the counter at K Jewelers, there was a watch, there was an amethyst ring, there was a birthstone for each of your kids' ring, and there was the tennis bracelet. The tennis bracelet had been returned multiple times, which is why it was in this hodgepodge group, but it shone like 1,000 stars.
The tennis bracelet was easily the most beautiful piece of jewelry, certainly the most eye-catching. One time, it got somebody at an Auntie Anne's to drop their pretzel and run all the way over to get out this tennis bracelet. But it was also the most uncomfortable piece of jewelry in the entire store, which is why time and time again, no matter how many people it lured in, it never found a forever home.
You see, it was one of those bracelets that looked flat. And then when it shrunk to fit your arm, little spikes came out, little metal spikes that hadn't been worn down, so they were especially spiky. And this caused several problems because as much as people love to wear it, people don't like pain.
Well, I mean, some people do, but that owner had not yet purchased the bracelet. So it just waited and waited and waited. The one benefit to it, though, is it was an expensive piece of jewelry. So once it was on you, it was really on you. Like, it was stuck there. So it wasn't like you're going to lose it. So it always came back for returns.
It was designed by a man who had wanted to exact revenge on his cheating wife, who'd had an affair with her tennis instructor. And it had the unexpected benefit of just never, ever getting lost. And he was very concerned with insurance. And it was a way of him saying, screw you, world.
And even though the jewelry store itself had marked this tennis bracelet down and down and down again, no matter how many signs that were up in the window, how many ads played on Spotify, that little bracelet was still stuck.
Until the sweaty person found it. And they had been looking for a piece of jewelry for so long that wouldn't fall off their sweaty, slick body. Everything that K Jewelers tried to give them just slipped off, no matter what size it was. And then they found the tennis bracelet.
And even though that tennis bracelet was created out of a sense of revenge, out of really hating the other person, what really that tennis bracelet taught the world is that there's always a person out there. This was built just for you.
Thanks everyone for coming to the third meeting of the Lactose Intolerance Club. So you know, the Charmery opened up a third location recently, and
Yeah.
they have dairy-free alternatives, but
It still hurts, okay?
I mean, I find that extra hurtful because I go into the Charmery and I think they have dairy-free alternatives. You can get them, Rebecca. But then I see their cheese and cracker flavor, which is not only dairy, but chunks of dairy in the dairy. And I don't know what happens. My eyes go black, and next thing I know, I'm out there and I'm feeling so not good in my tummy, and my face is just covered with ice cream.
I know, I try to be strong. But when it's cheesecake and the cheese crackers and the Charmery's just down the street from the cheese shop, and maybe a little diarrhea is worth it every now and again, right?
Jenny.
Right?
Yeah. I thought that too, and then all the public bathrooms started being closed, and then my only once a week trips to Batango became real problems for the alleys.
Yeah.
I woke up in the alley behind the Charmery with vanilla ice cream all over my face and something warm in my pants.
You woke up and it was still warm?
You think it woke you up?
I was gonna say that too. Only because it's happened to me, this is a no judgment kind of group.
Yeah, it's a no judgment group.
It's an absolute no judgment. I just thought that was amazing because that's what's happened to me. But it was cold because I had just been out that entire time, and you actually came to that quickly is really impressive.
I'm sorry. I'm judging all of you. I'm judging all of you. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to judge you. But you're going to a place that you know is going to serve things you're going to want and shouldn't eat, and you end up in an alleyway soiled?
You said as a moderator that you could understand what we were going through, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's what you said when you signed up to be our leader.
I
And you've never sat in your own shit? Never
I
sat
have
in it?
not. I have not sat in my
Well-
own shit
well,
in an
we
alleyway in
have.
Baltimore.
I guess you have it. I guess you have it at your own wedding. Instead of having a cake, had a just wheel of brie there as your cake, and then ate that piece with your husband and shot your wedding dress in front of all your wedding guests. I guess you haven't been there either.
No, because I didn't. Well, for one, I'm not married. But two, I wouldn't do that to myself. I wouldn't put that temptation there.
Hold on a minute. You're not married?
No, I'm.
Are you
No one put a ring on
lactose
it.
intolerant?
What?
Are you really allergic to lactose? Does it really affect your GI system?
Yes.
How badly? What is the worst thing that has happened to you?
Oh, I was a child, and we were in the ball pit at McDonald's, and I had just had a milkshake and a cheeseburger, and I was jumping around throwing stuff, and all of a sudden I just vomited all over everyone and all the balls, and I was never welcome in that McDonald's again.
Okay. Shitting is one thing, but vomiting?
What?
Oh my god.
It has different effects on different people. But it was also, I was what, 8 years? That was more than 20 years ago.
It's still a part of you.
Dude.
I shall have my revenge on you and all of your family and descendants.
Yes, she will have her revenge on you and all of your descendants.
But I'm not married.
Yet.
Oh, you're not married yet.
You're not married yet.
Wow, I've wandered into this cave and did not realize it was actually a coven. Shoo. Okay.
Try on this thorny bracelet. You're going to love it.
Try on a thorny bracelet.
You just said you were going to enact revenge on all of my future non-existent relatives and kin, and now you want me to try on a bracelet that's going to hurt me?
Try on the bracelet.
Yes, it's
Try it on.
It's awfully shiny.
Isn't it
kinda pretty.
beautiful?
Try it on. Try it on.
Something tells me this is.
It has lacrosse balls all over it.
It's like you knew. Oh God! Oh, I'm like, it's starting to bleed. It latched onto me.
Oh yes.
Good luck getting that clasp undone.
It's
Why? Why would you do this?
but
You don't have a reason for why you would do such a terrible thing?
well, it's there's not much
What the fuck?
you know, and we had some thorns and we had some lacrosse pendants and we thought they would be fun.
You have no real reason for doing it.
I'm growing claws.
Oops. Guess it.
Oops.
Oh, we put the growing claws curse into the lacrosse balls in the bracelet.
Very bored today.
I feel like you're just exacting revenge on me. Like, fuck my descendants, God.
Well, you see, not many people visit us in this cave. We don't have many opportunities to find people to have vengeance about. So,
We're really very grateful to you.
yes.
Thank you.
If you can refer your friends to us, we will give you a future discount.
For what? For
Yes, there'll be one
Able
less
to-
If you can
damage to your. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm talking over.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I just was
Okay.
going to ask if you could leave us a 5-star review, you know,
Yes.
this cave on Google Maps, you know, so other people can find our cave.
5 stars.
We will, and
No.
as a result.
No. Same.
Next up on WAB is Reese Franklin, who's going to be covering our local news election. But first, an ad from your local jewelry store.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Bingo Jewelers.
I couldn't help but notice that sparkling diamond.
Of course, we have a bunch of sparkling diamonds here at the Bingo Jewelry Store. What else do you notice, customer?
Well, I also noticed some beautiful sparkling sapphires.
Sapphires, too. We're really rolling in it down here at the Bingo Jewelry Store on Baltimore Street. What else do you notice, customer?
Is that a giant emerald like the one they had in that movie?
Yeah, just like the one in the movie. You know the one.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, now back to the election coverage. Let's please interview Reese. Reese, what do you think of the runoff that should be happening in the next few months?
Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really nasty, to be honest. I mean, you know, ever since the new jewelry store opened. We've just been the one of the candidates just keeps compiling jewels and jewels and jewels and jewels and using town funds to do it. And really, the only other person running in this race just wants us to be able to have a city budget that we use on city things. And yet somehow the jewel man, he keeps winning. He keeps winning in this election, and I don't know why. Nobody knows why. Why does the jewel man win?
Cut to the debate between the jewel man and the city budget person. Now, look, citizens of Franklin Town, I beg of you, please listen to reason. Stop getting distracted by sparkly objects. We have to balance our budget.
But this is so shiny. You notice it. What does this look like to you?
Rubies. It's rubies.
That's right.
You're the moderator.
Can I buy that?
You can.
Listen, we're gonna briefly interrupt this debate for a quick ad from your local jewelry shop. Budget person, can you please just leave?
Mm-hmm.
This is da 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 da.
Back.
Didn't see you there. I was too busy looking at all of my jewels.
Oh, is that a canary diamond?
It is. And we have peridot and topaz just in.
I love you. I love you both so much. And I wanted to propose to you both at the same time, but the jewelry store only had one tennis bracelet.
Well, who are you gonna give it to?
I thought we were a throuple for life, and now you're just gonna make us fight over a tennis bracelet?
I don't want it to be a fight. I mean, if we could do maybe there was some type of 3-person card game, and we can decide who wins based on that.
Cut to the card game.
I have 3 twos.
Damn it, go fish! I just love you guys so much. I don't want to lose.
I can't do this. Can't play these card games.
Yeah, we'll just share the tennis bracelet. If we have to have our hands next to each other all the time, that's fine. When you brought home a double bed for the 3 of us to sleep in, you said that we were going to have to play a game of Ticket to Ride to figure out who slept together, and we just contort ourselves every night so all 3 of us can be together. This is just like that.
Yeah.
It's just the world isn't made for thruples. It's not my fault. I'm trying my best to support our family. Okay.
Cut to the wedding ceremony. Now, do you, Valerie, take Segi and Bids to be your lawfully wedded throuple?
I do.
Biz?
I do. I do.
Robin?
I do. I do so much.
By the power vested in me by the great state of New Zealand, I now pronounce you wife and wife and wife and throuple. You may hold each other's hands or, do whatever it is you want to do to celebrate this.
Who should kiss first?
I don't know.
Oh no! All at once.
And
What?
that's how the lactose intolerant moderator finally found happiness at the end of the day.
See,
That's our show.
That's our show.